Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to Christmas in July. It's been a hot minute, but and it's actually very hot here. Um, we have the fourth annual Christmas craft, the Crafty Christmas in July 25, hosted by Sweet Pea Papers. And I'm one of the collaborators, and my dates will go into the dates, but starting July 4th. Um, July 4th is one of my dates. And so it runs from July 1st to the 31st. So I'm sure you already got some of this spiel already from the first few days. And we have 30 collaborators, 50 plus videos, and 20 plus prizes to win. And and the kits for the collaborators, that's us. We were donated the digital Christmas kits by Stacy McDaniel from Crafty Dragon Creation and Karen Villanova, Creative Paper Artisan. I hope I pronounced her name right, and I'll just zoom in so you can see. And the description box will have all the information that you require and the links to purchase the kits and all that jazz. So you can find that in the description box. And of course, there's going to be some drawings, and the drawings will take place on Sunday, August 3rd for the Crafty Christmas in July 25 event. The drawing will be held on the Sweet Pea Papers YouTube channel by Teri. The 20 plus prizes include free junk journal kits and ebooks. And just to say, I'll be one of the collaborators donating a free digital junk journal kit, and it's a Christmas kit. It was actually my first one that I've designed. So so I'll be giving that away to one viewer. And how entering is easy. You only need to create a Christmas project or more. And so you post your pictures or videos of your projects in Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group with the hashtag Crafty Christmas in July 25. Each post, not each picture, is worth one entry in the drawing. You can enter more than one post per day for more entries into the drawing. And post your entries by July 31st, 2025. And don't forget the hashtag. So I'll just leave that up there, but it'll be also in the description box. So as I said earlier, so this is our calendar. This is not the most up to date because there's a last minute change, I was added for July 4th. You'll notice my name's not there, but it was added at the last minute to cover someone. And so my dates are July 4th, July 20th, and then July 29th. And I'll try to today's make is it's going to be start to finish today. The one on the 20th, I don't know if it'll be split into a couple of videos. It might be, depending how long it is. And sorry for the shadow. Haven't fixed that yet. So there is a little bit of shadowing going on. So I apologize for that. And then the next one will be on the 29th, which I still have to figure out what I'm going to make for that. But in any case, so let's get started. I'll let you know what. Well, I didn't make a prototype yet. I think it's fairly easy. I don't think it's too hard. But I'll share you the digitals that I will be working with. So there's two digitals, right? So we have a mouse one and there's a gears one. Not a gears one, a steampunk Christmas one. And let me just see if I have the name of this one. And then, so this is the mice one. Yeah, so this is from a Creative Paper Artisan that designed it. And let's see her name. Again, I said at the beginning, Karen Villanova. And so I'll be using her kit. I didn't print all the pages out. I just printed what I was going to pretty much be using or think of using. So it's super cute, little mice, mushrooms, and it has that Christmassy feel. And so I have this one. I took one of the journal, but it ended up being the same size anyway. I cropped out one of the sides because I just wanted to use one of the sides, but it really turns out to being the size of the, when you print out both sides of it, right? So I might be using this. And then we have some envelopes. And then we have some your basic tags. So here we go. I might have printed that wrong. No, I don't think so. I think that's good. So I'm not sure I'll be using the bigger tags. I think I might be using the smaller tags. And then we have some paper clips. I really like the creators that make the, I've only seen really a couple that actually have created the paperclip pieces for you to use, so you don't need to think about it, and you can just do it. You can just cut it up and put it together. It's already decorated. It's super cool, and you can add some finishing touches to it to make it your own. But yeah, I really like that. So there's that, and then we just got your some pockets, some very pockets, and some smaller belly bands, and some kind of circle cutouts. I'm not sure what I'll use that for. We'll see. And some background pages. And like I said, I hadn't. The kit comes quite a few pages. I didn't print everything out, so I just printed what I really liked and what I was going to use for this project. And then we have this smaller version, which I was playing around with sizes, in which you can do. This is a 5x7 size, and I might be using it. I'm not sure yet. And there we go. And so that's the kit, and I'll show you what else you need to go with it. Now, sometimes we find ourselves with a lot of greeting cards, and they can be just your regular greeting cards. They don't have to be Christmas ones because we're going to cover them. So, so you can use like greeting cards that you have laying around the house that are no longer usable, like it's not appropriate for the occasion or whatever. And sometimes even the landscape versus portrait thing. So typically I also like making, I started making like mini notebooks with actual greeting cards for Christmas. But I like the journal to be portrait, not horizontal, right? And the card is horizontal. So, when you open it up and then you turn it around, that type of thing. So I figured this would be a perfect project for this because I can cover this with the digital, and then it can become a portrait. And we're going to be covering that so you won't see the writing in it. And I figured, and some of these came with matching envelopes. I figured make it great. If it's going to fit, we might have to deconstruct the envelope to make it fit maybe. So we'll play around with that idea. And so, yeah, and so these are greeting cards I get in the those charity things we get in the mail, and to send a little donation, and they send you like a stack of cards at Christmas time, a stack of cards at springtime where there's birthdays, anniversaries, and all that stuff. And so, and see, I have one I also received, and this was for a birthday, and it's another horizontal landscape, and I love gnomes, but the spring ones, there's not really anybody I would give this card to. So I'm going to reuse it for something else, and it's going to be Christmas. So, and you won't even see this afterwards once we cover it all up. We'll cover all sides, inside and out. We'll add some papers to do a little mini journal, mini notebook, whatever you want to call it. And that's my project. So I'm going to see in this type of, it's embossed and everything. It's a really pretty card, but yeah, sometimes you just don't have the, your recipient is not French. These are French cards, right? So, and, I like puppies, but I don't tend to give cards that have puppies on them, unless the person really loves puppies, which, I get a lot of these puppy ones. And so, yeah, so it's get out your old, and you can also use your Christmas cards or other greeting cards that you receive throughout the year from people, like your birthday card. And if you don't want to keep that forever, well, you can use that as your base. So you're recycling it and be all good. And And yeah, so there's all, and these come, like I said, with matching envelopes. And so I'm primarily wanting to cover the ones that are landscape instead. So that's my project. And so for now, I'll come back. I'm gonna cut up all the pages and plan out what I'm gonna put on the I'm gonna use on this project, so the video doesn't run super long. So it'll be just a couple of seconds for you, and maybe an hour or two for me. See you soon. Hey everybody, and we're back. And so I cut most of all my things I wanted to use or potentially use. And so we'll see. I tried to save as much time as possible in the cutting and inking, but there might be some going along. There's no gluing, like I haven't glued anything down yet. So I have my some of my pieces here all cut out. And I did do some glossy accents on here so that it could dry. So they're all dry. So I decided to do that ahead of time. And I also did it on the mushrooms. And I'll show you what I'm going to do with those in a bit. So let's start off with, and yes, we're starting with the inside cover because I was thinking it out, and one of the background pages, so if you print it as it comes, well, mine leaves a little white border, so I cut the border off, and I have plenty of paper, which is all right. But I thought, because my front page is going to be this one, it still leaves a little border here. Though it wasn't exactly the size I needed. Instead of fiddling around with that on the computer, I'd find a different way, or just leave the little frame around it. Not a big deal, but I did find a different solution, which I'll show you. And so we open the card up, and like I said previously, we use any type of greeting card will do. And I am going to glue it on here because I want the inside covered as well. So I'm going to glue it entirely on here. And when I flip it over, I have a little border, and I'm going to wrap it. And once wrapped, then it'll create, I'll have this little border here, and it'll look much nicer against that, I figure. So that's what I'm doing anyway. So let's do that. I'm going to do one side at a time and glue this in. I'm just using a regular glue stick. I think that's what I use with just regular regular copy paper, is I use glue stick to glue down most of my things. And I probably should have gotten a piece of paper to put underneath so I won't dirty my pad here, my work surface pad. So I'll have to take that out. Take something out. And I put a lot of glue. I try not to miss a spot at all, so it doesn't create any bubbles or anything like that, and that works for me. So we'll do that, and I'll start with that. And I'm gonna try to get the Christmas tree in there. Actually, let's try. And it doesn't matter if I'm upside down or not, because this is going to be carved. And let's see how yeah, I got a Christmas tree in there, so we are good. And I'm going to take a sheet of paper. It's going to be one of the, I can get to it. Sorry about that. There we go. I'll just use this as a background so I won't muck up my surface. So, like that. And I just wanted to mention, I forgot to mention at the beginning of the video, that there's a link tree with all the videos, like all the days of the month, with the creators' channel linked. So you just have one link to go to. It's in the description box. You click it and it'll give you the full list of all the collaborators by the day. And you just go in and that's how you can catch up or follow along. You just click on the thing and it'll bring you right directly to their to our channels. So please, and then that's where you can get that. And I actually found it easier. I copied the link and I sent it to myself by text message. And that way I always have the link in my text message or in my notes. You can put it in the notes too. And that way you can just go in your notes on your phone or, well, I watch YouTube on my phone. So that's why I find that's easier. So if you do that too, then that could be a good way to save the link and you don't have to go searching for the link all the time there. And so I just wanted to mention that we have the one link where you can access all the videos each day of the collaboration. And I wanted to mention, I'm so excited. This is my second year doing Christmas in July, and I really do enjoy it. So I really appreciate Teri for accepting me to participate again, and it's really fun. Makes me think of cooler weather. It's been hot, so that helps. changes the brain a bit. So we got that all glued in. Now I'm just flying at the seat of my pants. I haven't created one of these like this before, so I'm just going with it. So you're gonna see the potential bloopers. I usually like to let this dry before I do any folding because I don't like it buckling in the middle. But I think by the time we're done with the gluing part, we should be okay. Now I think I'm going to, yeah, I think I'm just gonna do a little catty corners. I could have left a bit of more space on this side, but that should be okay. So, and then we're just gonna do these pieces. There we go. It does cut off the, I think this one had a little mouse on the end. I don't know. It's okay. I got plenty of mice to fiddle with. And I must say, this is like cutest digi ever. Can you say that? With all the, did a really great job on that. And you'll be able to find her kit, her link in the description box as well. And that kit is, I think it's Creative Paper, yeah, Artisan kit, if I'm not mistaken. I'll do that. I'll do the side. Hope you're enjoying it so far. We're only on the day 4, but I had a look at the first two, the first few videos, and wow, I already came out of the ballpark running with those creations. So really exciting. And I'd like to know, is anybody crafting alongside us as well to pass the time, or even maybe just want to bring this like really to the edge. Maybe you're creating a bit in advance for Christmas time. You know, we know how sneaky Christmas catches up on us, and so it's good to start early. There we go. And I don't have my bone folder. There we go. Here we go. So far, well, I hope I wasn't out of screen there for too long. So that's what it's looking like so far. So I got that down. And now we're going to put our cover. And as you see, that kind of works for us. And I can put it a little bit more towards the edge. Now, mind you, it doesn't cover up the center, which I didn't think about because, you know, I'm doing this on the fly. But I do have a little strip here. That could work. So, all with my channel's name, the Serendipitous Crafter, and that's pretty much how I roll. I really let serendipity find me in my crafting. It's the way I feel through my projects, and that's why it takes so long sometimes, just creating something simple. But it's the way I like to craft. You can call it intuitive crafting as well, what it is. So there we go. I'll put that. Might look a little. Oh, where's my notes? Here we go. Yeah, that'll be good. I have to ink that. Also have to change my blade. You never know when you need a little scrap. Came in handy. And I printed for the sizing of the inside cover. It's basically, I took the full page. Oh, I already mentioned that. It was with the little border. It's the other one I'll talk to about is my center spread is I did it differently to print it so it could have a good sizing. Sorry, I didn't mean to confuse you. There we go. And this will actually also reinforce a bit of the spine as well. And there we have it. And I am just going to quickly ink my edges because I forgot to do like the most important piece is the cover. Well, you can take to argue that, but I love making the cover and what it's going to be on the cover. I really enjoy that. So don't forget to support all the creators, like, subscribe to their channels, hit the notification button so you know when the next time they'll post a video. Same goes for me. Please and thank you. And it really does help our channels. And you know what? I'm probably going to trim this a bit because it looks like it's right to the edge. I'm going to trim it a bit. Now that I have the border all the way around, I don't have to be as scarce with the so precise with it. Yeah, I think that's what I'll leave it as. Okay, glue that down. So it's basically turning a greeting card into a little mini notebook. And these can make really great little Christmas gifts, you know, for people to take notes, or even if you want it to be part of maybe a little December daily for someone. You can be like a happy mail item, and so they can start enjoying the Christmas season and start jotting down their their ideas or whatever the case may be. Or you can give it to at Christmas time, and then they have a place to document the season, right? The Christmas day, the holidays, and the family and all that jazz. There we go. Press that. There we go. That looks so sweet. Okay. Next up is, I might as well do the back cover now. If I can find the back cover. Here we go. Sorry for reaching my big arm right in front of the camera. Sometimes don't pay attention. I'll put it right back here. And this could be a good spot for, this one's actually, oh yeah, that's right. I didn't, this one I didn't cut it the size like I did the other one. So we're going to have to trim it a bit. I didn't promise no trimming, so. Okay, I'm not going to eyeball it because I'm not that great at eyeballing. I just like to do little marks. See that there, and over there. Okay. Oh, did not want to quite trim off all that brown edging because I like the brown edging. And I just think way too much on that, but it's the back cover. It's not a big issue. It just looks like I burnt it. It's not too bad. Maybe I'll stick a piece of fabric on the spine. That could help disguise it a bit. Glue sheet. Yeah. And I tend to like Tombow Mono glue stick. I started using that recently, and boy, does it ever. It's a love-hate relationship, I hear, but I really like it for sticking papers like this. But this one's just as good. I really don't have anything to complain about this one either. It's really not that bad. I think I just got a glob of glue on there. Some of that a bit. Okay. There. Make sure that's all down. Let's see. Put it a little closer. All right. I hope I didn't put that upside down. Thank God. Okay. Always a little afraid of doing that. So there we go. So far, so good. So now the pages. That's our cover. Sorry for the reach. I already cut them all and chose them. So this is my center spread, and I was mentioning earlier for it to fit in here. So this is a regular size printer sheet. I'll back up a bit. Can I back up? Here we go. Oh, see my mess. So this is a regular size printer paper, US, like US and Canada size, not A5, I think it is. You guys have. So basically, it's actually the same as this. So in my settings, I chose, so it comes out landscape, and I chose 8 by 10 as an option to shrink it. So if you don't choose 8 by 10, it'll be the full page, and it goes right to the edge, or use a little white border. My printer always does a white border. But this, I chose 8 by 10, and it shrunk it. And then another setting at the bottom, it says like shrink to fit or full. And I always put shrink to fit so the design can get shrunk to the 8 by 10 and not just get cropped off. So those are the two things I changed, was shrink to fit and 8 by 10 in the printer settings to print it so it would fit in a standard greeting card. And of course, the standard greeting card, this is a 5 by 7. I measured it, and it's about a 5 by 7. Yeah, 5 by 7. Yeah, so, and that will get you, and you still have to do a bit of trimming though. But it contained it better, like it shrunk it to a size that it looked okay. So you still have to trim a bit, and that's where I got these little scrappies, right? So there was still a little bit of edging. So I wanted the Christmas tree in the middle for me, in the middle of the signature. And then I printed the journaling pages, and I just I printed the backs, and that's coffee dyed paper. And I just alternated, and I figured it could be a writing book, whatever. And just a few pages, not too many, because it's not a big spine. Even this might be a bit much, but we'll see. I didn't try it out, so. And I left them like different widths. Like when you print, I did the print the same thing, 8 by 10, and it gave you, and I shrunk to fit because these are actually smaller when they come up. And so I did the same thing, and it got me a smaller size. And I decided to keep, I wanted to do the pages to the edge of, because it's not a 5 by 7 those, right? So, but the coffee dyed paper, I went to the edge. And so it should be good. So I'm going to do this. Oh, before that, so I'm not going to do the sewing on camera because it's just going to take time. It's a little fiddly, and I'd rather take my time with it and then try to do it, because I'm going to do a 3-hole pamphlet stitch on it. And so here's the mouse. Now I wanted a little dimension, so that's what I decided to do. I printed this page twice, and I'm just going to put a little bit of dimension, little squares. And I think I put them aside because I knew I was going to use them, because I found them. And I put them. Just a minute here. I'm here, just like searching for. Oh, there it is. I even put it in my toolbox so I have them handy. So I'm going to use these little square dots to create height, because I want it to be dimensional. And yeah, so I'm just going to put a whole bunch of these on here. I like doing like all the edges, so you have the support on the edges. if you don't have a full sheet of the dimensional tape. So I don't use this all that very often, so it's good to use it up as well. And you can zoom in a little bit more now. Okay, I just ripped it right off the sheet. That's right. And the corners. So and I'll put some in the middle. Oh, that one's so it has sufficient support. Oh, that's a lot of dots, eh? All right, that's all right. Okay, so I think that's good enough. And we'll just peel it all out. So if you have a long strip of the 3D dot table, you don't have to remove all these little pieces of backings, right? There we go. And oh, maybe I should have waited until I finished. So somebody was sewing. It'll be all right. No, it's not. See, it has that nice dimensional. Isn't that cool? I did ink them, but sometimes when you can ink a little more, it really makes it pop. And then I'm going to do the same for the mushrooms. And I think the mushrooms, I might leave it like that. Get a few more of those. So how about I finish that off camera, and I'll come back with it, and I'm going to do the sewing, and we'll come back. All right, see you in a bit. And we're back. Excuse me. So I did the sewing, sewed in the signature with a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. So basically, I just put the thread and needle right through, and no template, no nothing. It was super simple. Just a little fitty when you have to like bring it close to the camera, like close to my face and stuff. So it's kind of hard to do it on camera. I like to leave the strings along in my journals to keep like for some beadwork at the bottom. So that's optional, of course. And now I thought about corners. So I haven't flipped through it after it's been sewn. I like to kind of press the pages. So yeah, and there you have it. You have like a little notebook. It's super cute. And now I think I'm going to, I took out these book corners. I love adding them. And it kind of jazzes it up a bit. It makes it look a little bit more sophisticated. I spent like some time looking for 4 of these because And then they were just the right size about. See, they kind of toggle a bit. I'm going to press them in. So I'm not sure if I'm going to put those. And then you just press it together. I typically put glue just to maybe help it a bit to stay in place. But the trick is really, and that'll dry clear. But the trick is pressing it. And again, doing this on camera. And you don't have to do it on both covers. Sometimes I've seen just the front cover, which is, it's cute too. There you go. You can let that dry there. So I'll do the other side. And this is just regular, the tacky Aleene's. Is that? Yeah, Aleene's tacky glue. Good for all sorts of. And if you're gonna get Aleene's tacky glue, get this dispenser because it keeps your glue all the way down all the time. It doesn't clog. You got to clean the tip now and again, but not because it clogs. The glue is always right there waiting for you to use. No waiting time, and I love that. This might be a little too thin of a cover, but it seems to be working. Like it's the smallest one I could find. So I think I'll just do the two front. Just the two on the front. Be good enough. And so, yeah, and so I added my mushrooms. I also had done glossy accents on the top. So it has a little 3D look. And then all that's left is really to decorate. So you can decorate your pages. And I think I'm going to put this pocket here on this one. And the way I cut this hole punch, I just took, I think it's a 1 inch, and it's the right size, and a perfect punch. Sometimes can't make those, cut those half circles out really well. And just on the edging. So we're just finishing it up, decorating it now, and that'll be it. I'm going to add a couple of pockets because there's some really cute little pockets in the kit. Well, I think that should be good. And then I wanted to make the paper clip, which I think I'm going to use as the closure. I think that would be really good. This already has, but it's always nice to write something and then stick something in the pocket. So maybe, let me see. Maybe on this side, since it doesn't have a decoration here, take a bit of the writing space, but that's okay. I'm just going to clip these corners a bit more so they don't get in the way. And I like when you get these gussets because they make for larger pockets, so you can fit more things in it. But sometimes they become too loose, so you gotta know what you're gonna put in them so that you fill them up properly. And I think that's straight. Am I in frame? Sorry. Story of our lives is in being in frame. And tacky glue doesn't take long to set, so, but you do definitely have wiggle room. I can't use art glitter glue. Well, I ordered it once from Amazon and it came frozen, so I was like, okay, maybe I shouldn't have ordered it in the middle of winter. I didn't know that was a thing. And then we have belly bands, but I think I'm going to choose this one. I'm not going to put anything on this one because it's just too cute. It's going to be a, maybe I can put the paper clip there. I don't know. But I'll put a belly band here. And I think I'm going to, does it need to be just maybe a smidget? Yeah, that's better. Let's put it in the middle, about. I like how it sticks, the bottom of his feet stick out. Cute. There we go. And we got some some sneakies. And then we have another kind of right hand side pocket. I love putting pockets in the front, and I didn't want to put that because it had the same background. I think she has, she must have more, but I just didn't print them all out. But I do have these, and I had an idea with this. Is here, just move this because we gotta build it. It's a little envelope. You just need to. It's like a little coin envelope. I don't think I went to the edge. There we go. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to hit the camera. Like that. And this is just regular copy paper. I didn't print it on now. And I was thinking, so if you're gifting this to somebody and you want to add a little more extra, you can actually fit it. I'm pretty sure it fits a gift card. Now, I had all intentions to bring a gift card with me. I might have it in my stash for when I paint. Let's see. Let's check quickly. Tell you, when you want stuff, when you're looking for them, you can't find them. And then it's going to pop out when I'm not looking for it. Anyway, I'm hoping that it does fit a size. It looks like it does fit a gift card. And if it does, well, then you can put a little gift card in there. And you can put it in the pocket. Put in this pocket. Or in fit in this one. Yes, it does. See? And there's another one here. There was actually two other designs. There's 2 pages with the designs. So there's plenty to choose from. It's a great kit. It has a great variety. So I'm just gonna ink that up because we like to inking. And it's a little flimsy. Like I would have maybe printed that on cardstock. It would have been better. But for the video, it's quite okay. And what else? So I did that. I have another pocket, and it's a lefty. Oh, I can do this. This kind of be kind of cool on either end, maybe. Maybe I'll put it on this one. No, put it back here because there's nothing back here. I'll do it back here. Cut these corners a little bit more. There we go. And I apologize, this video is getting long. I'm still new at the editing thing. I prefer not to edit. I like showing all my steps. Like I would have liked to show the sewing part, but it was getting long, the video. So we'll get there. So let's start down. And you see, you can put a little bit of, hide a little mouse behind there and you wouldn't know it. So, you know, put a little eyelet in there, put some trim. It'll make it really cute. Actually, got the 3 of them. You don't want to get it glued. Got the 3 of them there. So you can add your tags. Probably need a few more pockets, I would say, because I love pockets. You can even use this as a pocket, right? A little tuck spot on this side. Yeah, I like that. Don't always have to use the items for which they're intended. It's a tag, but you can turn it into a pocket. And I would have gone as far as putting a little embellishment on top. It would have been really cute too. And I forgot to ink that. It's okay. Okay, just stick together. Just let that sit. That's really, oops, sorry. And I got some shadow I didn't have before. Why is that? Oh, the glue bottle. Sorry about that. I hope that's clearer now. Okay, well, I think, oh, and there's these things, these flags, and these little gems, well, not gems, medallions, I think is what she called them. But these are little flags. It's just some mushrooms, and I figured these would be great to kind of just put on the top page on a corner. Like something like this, you know, and then you can be a little tuck, or you can have it stick out a bit on one of these pages, right? And I'm actually even can even put them together. That I would do a paper clip over the edge, paper clip like that too. Yeah, that would be cute. Let's find a better page for it. Yeah, this one. So I don't have anything yet. Let me get my tiny attacher. And well, actually, I can do it off the thing, and then just ink it so we don't see any white too much. And it will serve as two tucks, one on one side, one on the other. There we go. Yeah, that's cute. Makes a nice little embellishment. And you could do the same thing for these too, like on the side. Like if you wanted to do that, you know, and it's a writing spot of some sort, or you just can, you know, do it there. So I think that's going to be it. Did we want to do this? Let's see. What time? It doesn't give me how long I've been going. I can't tell. So just cut these out. Now, this one just fits like a large paper clip, but I find it's right to the edge, so I'm going to use a fold here. So hold it here. Now we slide the paper clip on top. So yeah, the larger one probably would be this one. Well, that one's larger. I think this one's a better size. There we go. And then this one as well. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to do this because I like under the cornered. And I don't think I need to do it for this one, but just in case. And then this is going to go on top. Yeah, so let's glue that. Glue, glue, glue. Okay, doing this right? Yeah, I gotta. Main thing, sorry. Oh, just hold on to that a little longer. Make sure I don't glue the so we put the glue on this one because it's the shorter piece. That just moved. Okay. And now I'm just going to put it in between. So it doesn't stick to the wrong sides. Oops, sorry. I get better at that. So that's going to take some time to dry. And I'm just going to ink it. I'll probably round the corners a bit more because it's kind of but once you put it on your piece, you won't even, because they're not supposed to be joined, right? They're just supposed to be kind of like this. Let me see if I can actually use it as a closure. Not bad. I think I would need to read the kind of shorten it a bit, maybe. If it wasn't for the 3D, it would definitely work. But yeah, but we can put it, where we leave off, right? Where we can do it like that, or we can do it vertically. All right then, so let's have a look. So this is what the front cover looks like, the back, and here you can put like, to and from, the person's name or from who, that sort of thing. So it gives you a little space for that. And then the inside cover, and I would add a pocket here to add more stuff. I think I'm going to add another pocket there just to make it like where you can add a little bit more surprises in it, and then in some more pockets. And then we have here the pages, a pocket, the gift card holder, belly band, and then the center piece. I love this page. It's one of my favorites. And then the paper clip. And then this little side tuck that we use the tag for. And another little pocket. And that's it. And I would put like another pocket here at the back too. Maybe a piece of lace or fabric would work really nice. So there we have it. I hope you enjoyed my make. And please comment below and let me know what you're if you're joining in on the fun or not. And remember to make some of your own. Try some of the projects out and post them on Sweet Pea Papers. That's hosting it, Teri. And you can also find out more information on her channel. She did a live, so you have to go in the live section of YouTube to go see her live that she had on July 1st. And she explains the whole collaboration as well. So I'll leave it there. So thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe and come back, and we can have fun again. I'll be on again on the 20th with another new make and using the other digital. So thanks for watching, and let the serendipity find you in your crafting. Thanks. Bye-bye.